Social media is a new 21st century development that has captured the attention of teens worldwide. With increasing levels of urbanization, technology use has skyrocketed and increased our proximity and ability to compare ourselves to one another, elevating levels of depression and anxiety in teenagers worldwide. Through social media's ability to effortlessly connect teens and allow them to share their online identity with their peers, they're able to gain social status and receive external validation. In this generation, you are what you like. Whereas in the past, people expressed themselves by the posters they hung up in their room, nowadays, teens are able to advertise their personal brand to their peers through the things they share on social media platforms. For example, Tyler Oakley, a popular YouTuber with a large fan base, has been able to make a career out of sharing his obsessions with the world and advertising these obsessions to his fans who then go use the products he recommends. According to the PBS documentary Generation Like, teens use Facebook to show their peers what they consider to be their true identity. However, the things they share are highly edited and unauthentic. From this, users obsess over their online appearance and comparing themselves to other profiles. Therefore, those who spend more time on websites like Facebook are more at risk for developing an unrealistic or disturbed view of societal norms and how bodies should look. In a study by Annalise Mabe, evidence was found suggesting that Facebook use maintains a preoccupation with weight and shape compared to an internet control condition, and that users on Facebook who had more friends were associated with greater amounts of distorted eating. On Facebook, you are what you share. As the article The You Loop by Eli Pariser illustrates, there's a big difference between you are what you click and you are what you share. Facebook caters to users' shared identity, one in which users advertise their idealized self to their peers, but fails to recognize their true selves or click selves. Thus, the platform advertises to users' idealized self, exploiting users' identity issues and resulting in anxiety and depression. Similarly, on platforms such as Twitter, due to people's personal experiences on social media and the increase in harassment through trolls on social media platforms like Twitter, users' positive experiences have declined, leading to an increase in mental illnesses. These instances of harassment through trolling and cruel, uncontrolled abuse and hate speech on Twitter's platform have increased victims' anxiety levels, leading to depression. People, however, continue to use Twitter's platform due to FOMO, or the fear of missing out, and the feelings that come with receiving likes and having lots of followers. The benefits from supportive followers outweigh the consequences. However, the consequences still take their toll on the minds of users. According to a study by the Royal Society of Public Health, among users, Instagram has been rated very poorly for sleep quality, bullying, body image, and FOMO, or the fear of missing out. These characteristics correlate closely with depression symptoms and the early signs of eating disorders, suggesting a possible causal relationship. Compared to other platforms, Instagram overall makes users feel the worst in areas of well-being and self-confidence. This can be a result of adolescent overexposure to highly manipulated photos, making them feel different and unable to achieve these unrealistic goals. While Pinterest, on the other hand, is a social networking site that works by letting users visually post, share, and discuss their interests through pinning or posting on their boards or a collection of pins. The main idea of the site is for users to find and relate to other users with similar ideas and interests, as opposed to just relating to friends and family. The layout of the site itself is where the biggest problems arise. Since it is organized into specific categories under keywords and hashtags, it makes it easier to have a wider variety of desired content, such as eating disorders and self-harm-oriented themes. From this, visually based social media platforms like these tend to have a relationship with body dysmorphia. Some of the most triggering content lies under the popular Pinterest trends like Thinspiration and Fitspiration, which promote losing weight and being more fit. These ideals can dangerously affect adolescent behavior since they promote and glorify dangerous behaviors characteristic of eating disorders. As seen in a study by Jeannie Goodry, out of Pinterest depression-centered posts, 40% referred to specific coping mechanisms, with more than half referring to dysfunctional coping strategies such as denial and self-blame. Teens' perception of who they are and the realities of their true lives have become warped. Once teens realize that they have not lived up to the standards of their upgraded self that is broadcasted online, they develop mental illnesses. Increased use of social media has led to increased mental illness. However, regulation of social media use can lessen said consequences. A scholarly article from the journal Computers on Human Behavior explains that those who associated positive emotions with Facebook use saw positive effects on health. while those who associated negative feelings with Facebook experienced negative health effects. Thus, in this article, it's not so much about the amount of time you spend on social media platforms, but the way that time is spent. Similarly, a BBC article states, Twitter acted as a coping mechanism, and the more women used it, the less stressed they were. While a different source from the Anxiety and Depression Association of America explains that in order to reduce the risks of using social media, it's vital you limit the amount of time spent online so that you can develop social skills. So, put your phones down and come back to reality.